Welcome to In the Box Seat. I'm Ray Fewings and great to be with you again on the SA Sports Show talking about the wonderful sport of greyhound racing. We had a big weekend. Sean Matcott, the leading trainer, he normally trains about 300 winners a year. He had 4 winners at Strath on Sunday. We also had the heats of the Port Augusta Cup on the weekend, and the most impressive winner was Bandana Girl. Ran very fast time and is likely to be the favourite in the final in a fortnight's time, however, run on the Saturday. And at Mount Gambier, White Arrow, which has been a very smart performer for Captain Abbott, recently had a litter of pups, now back on the track, and was clearly the fastest winner of the day, and she now heads to Angle Park. But of course, we're going to be talking a bit later on with one of the stalwarts of the greyhound training game in South Australia, in John Gale, and he'll join us. He's having a great run at the moment with a dog with the odd name of Jordo's Pushbike. So we'll have a talk to him about that particular greyhound and his experiences in the greyhound game. He's been around as long as anyone in South Australia as far as the track racing is concerned. Now, what's on this week? Well, of course, we had this week the Gawler Produce Heats. Fabulous greyhounds running in that series. The semi-finals will be on again next week and the final after that. But they came from far and wide for Gawler. We had them from Victoria, we had them from West Australia, and the very best of the South Australian youngsters as well. It's a great series and a great way to back a winner, betting on the very, very best dogs running against their own age. Of course, this week we've got the Traralgon Cup. We had the heats run recently, and the final coming up. And of course at Angle Park on Thursday night, we've got a great program there. We've got an SA-owned race, and we've also got a veteran stake. I might even nominate for that myself. But looks to be a good program on Thursday night, and we've got a couple of winners for you in a moment or two. As far as the honeys are concerned, the tips for this week on Wednesday, they've gone for race 4, number 8, Rush Hour. Now with Bruce Lellman. Went up with the lids at Gawler the other day, but was noticed running on very strongly late in the race, and Rush Hour appears to be heading in the right direction at last, because he has been a very disappointing greyhound up until now for Mark Rasciuto and Chris Dittmar. Also race 10, number 2, Street Value. Now the Wizard of Oz, Ozzie Chegear, has attacked this meeting on Wednesday. He's pulled out the big guns, and I reckon he's got a good hope of training at least a treble. And the honeys think he'll win with Street Value. Street Value is a very lightly raced greyhound, had a lot of problems in his career, now starting to head in the right direction. On Thursday night, the honeys have gone for race 1, number 2, Arkaringa. This dog looks to be getting back to his very, very best, and he stuck it right out to the bitter end the other night, and he's not far off another win, Arkaringa. He does have a terrific early pace. And in race 2, the pinch one of mine, Chilling Tale, number 1. For Ken McCall, he's come to South Australia without much of a rap on him, but boy, oh boy, has this dog run well. He's a dedicated railer, he's very strong, and he comes to Angle Park and he's got the right box in the right sort of race. As far as the in-the-box seat tip is concerned, race 8, number 6, Darren Bale, very pacey customer. He likes it out wide, and he won 5 in a row at one stage here at Angle Park. Looks as though he's ready to score again. As far as mine are concerned, I'm really confident about my picks for this week. On Wednesday, race number 3, dog number 8, DeVille. It's a former Victorian. It's one of Ozzie Chegear's runners. Looks head and shoulders above these. The grade has been very kind to Ozzie. And in race 7, number 7, Kavorka. Now, I've been waiting for this dog to get in the right race over the 388. Been thundering home, and I think it's found the right event on Wednesday, Kavorka. I think you'll find it'll be winning. On Thursday night, I've got 3. That's how confident I am. Race 1, number 8, Neve Premier. A dog heading in the right direction. It's a wide runner. Ran 30 and a bit last start. I think it'll clear the field from box 8 and win again. I think it might win a 600 later on as well. Race 2, number 1, Chilling Tale, as I told you. And race 11, number 1, Lagoon Lovin'. Chased home Swizzle King last start. Drawn the inside this time round, and I think it will win. John Gale is going to tell us about his experiences in greyhound racing now. On the SA Sports Show, I'm talking with John Gale, a greyhound trainer who had his first greyhound a week after it started in 1972 here at Angle Park, and he's still going great guns today. Good to have you on the SA Sports Show, John.
Thanks very much, Ray.
Training a couple at the moment. You've got one that's been winning well in Jordo's Pushbike, and your other runner, Grand Tally's got his paw on the till as well.
Yes, they're both performing reasonably well, and it's been a hard road to get them back after or more or less life-threatening injuries back here 6 months ago. So,
Right, so they both got in strife, did they?
one had an operation to remove a tendon. I thought his career was over, but we were able to get him back. And the other fellow sprained ligaments in his hock, and that was pretty serious. So a long period of rehabilitation to get them back.
Well, you've done a great job. But you have been in the game for, well, what's it now? It's heading 40 years.
Yeah, 40 years. 72 to 212 would be 40 years.
Yeah, good. You're good on the maths too. What got you into it?
Just friends, I guess, working with people who, when it first opened up, the idea was perhaps let's get a dog. We can afford to have a dog, and it went on from there.
And what about some of the nice dogs along the way?
Back in the early 80s, I had a dog called Busy Blade. He won 25 races. And then after that, there was 2 dogs out of a repeat mating of Busy Blade, and that was High Performer and Chief Toledo. Follow up on that, I guess, later on there was dogs like Mully Hungry, One Chief, then came Under the Stars later on.
I remember it was a good dog, Under the Stars.
Very good dog. And perhaps the most recent one that was a good performer was Grand Rule.
Indeed, he is a very good dog too, Grand Rule, yeah. And now, Jordo's Push Bike, got a funny name. He's a Queenslander, isn't he?
Yeah, Queenslander, yeah.
Right, and was he the man's mode of travel? How did he get his name like that?
No, the name, the explanation didn't come with him.
He's a good stayer, though.
A very strong stayer. Maybe a little bit of improvement in him, I feel. He's just getting his mind around the job, I feel, at the moment, and hopefully he can kick on.
He likes to get to the outside, doesn't he?
Oh, yes, he's definitely a wide runner, and if you see him in the box one, well, I think you'd be looking for something else to win the race.
I tell you what, the greyhound game hasn't done you any harm. You're fit as a fiddle, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, going pretty steady, and for an old timer now, it's
how old are you?
78.
Gee whiz, I would have said maybe 68, 78.
78.
Geez, I hope I'm in that good a nick when I get to if I ever get to that stage. John, it's been a good life in greyhound racing, and you're one of the regulars. You've got your own seat down there by the window. Someone nearly sat in it the other day, and the word came out very quickly. That's John Gale's seat.
Saw me coming, I suppose.
Oh, no. No, everyone sticks out for your seat. It's reserved.
Great mob here, and good people all around.
Yeah, I don't hear you whinging much. You have a good time, don't you? And good friends and all that.
In for the fun of it, the enjoyment of it, and a winner is always a bonus.
And you've still got time to get a really top dog, like an Adelaide Cup dog.
There's heaps of time.
Well, good to be talking with you. Let's hope Jordo's Push Bike pedals his way home a few more times in the next few weeks. And the other one, the Grand Tally, is working up to a win, so we can follow those.
Yeah. Thanks, Ray. Thanks very much.
No other dogs in the kennel?
No, nothing at the moment. There's always a little bit of a feeler out here and there, but with a possibility. But at the moment, 2 is pretty much as I can handle.
There he is on the SA Sports Show. John Gale, thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Ray.
Been great to have you on the program today. And, well, if you can look that good at 78, fit as a fiddle and bouncing around like that, it can't be too bad a game training greyhounds. For all of your greyhound information, stay with this particular program. We bring you up to date each Tuesday night, and you'll get repeat programs as well. Or simply go to grsa.com.au and get onto the website and get everything you need to know about greyhound racing. Back those winners. I think you will this week.